Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're focusing on Isaiah chapter 50.
hmm
It's a really powerful text, and we want to unpack some of its core messages, maybe some surprising insights on hardship and trust.
Absolutely. And structurally, it's quite distinct, isn't it? You have God speaking first, then this servant figure emerges, speaking in the first person about their experience,
Right.
and then it wraps up with a really sharp contrast, a choice for the listener.
Okay, so let's dive into that opening. God is speaking, asking these, well, pretty pointed questions.
Yeah, like, where is your mother's certificate of divorce? Or, to which of my creditors did I sell you?
And these aren't just random, are they? They seem to challenge this idea that maybe God arbitrarily abandoned them or was somehow, I don't know, overpowered.
Exactly. The text answers it immediately. Because of your sins, you were sold. Because of your transgressions, your mother was sent away. It puts the responsibility right back on their actions.
So the separation, the hardship,
hmm
it's presented as a consequence of their choices, not a failure on God's end.
Precisely. It wasn't some external force or God being unable. It was internal, their breaking away.
And then, almost like anticipating that doubt, God emphasizes his own power. He asked, was my arm too short? Do I lack strength?
And uses these huge cosmic examples, drying up the sea,
Mhm.
darkening the heavens. It's like saying, my power isn't the issue here.
Right. The capability is absolute. The problem lies elsewhere.
That context is really crucial for understanding what comes next.
Okay, because this is where it shifts dramatically. A new voice comes in.
Yeah, this figure who says, the sovereign Lord has given me an instructed tongue. They speak about listening, learning directly from God,
Like someone really attuned, really connected. And their response, I have not been rebellious. I have not drawn back.
which is a direct contrast to the people mentioned earlier, right? This figure is obedient.
But this is the really surprising part, maybe even difficult. This obedience doesn't lead to an easy life. Quite the opposite.
Yes. The text describes suffering, being beaten, mocked, spat upon,
Mm.
tense humiliation.
And they don't hide from it. There's no sense of shrinking back.
No, but what stands out is the trust, despite that. Because the sovereign Lord helps me, I will not be disgraced. There's this incredible resolve.
Set my face like flint. That's such strong imagery. It's not just putting up with it. It's active confidence that God will vindicate them.
Yes. And they even challenge accusers. He who vindicates me is near, who then will bring charges. It's this certainty that God's support makes the opposition ultimately, well, futile.
Saying they'll just wear out like a garment.
So you have this powerful link. Suffering, yes, but met with unwavering trust, leading to this expectation of vindication. It reframes hardship completely.
So pulling this together for you listening,
Right.
we see that suffering or distance from God can stem from our own choices, our transgressions.
Right. But God's power is never in question. That's affirmed.
And then there's this model, this servant figure, showing radical trust in the midst of suffering, totally confident in God's help.
Which leads straight into that final stark choice at the end of the chapter.
It asks, who among you fears the Lord and obeys his servant? Let him who walks in the dark, who has no light, trust. Rely on God when you can't see. That's path one.
Path 2 is the opposite. But now, all you who light fires, provide yourselves with flaming torches. Go walk in the light of your fires, relying on your own efforts, your own self-generated solutions.
And the text is blunt about the outcome of that second path.
Very blunt. This is what you shall receive from my hand. You will lie down in torment. It's a serious warning against choosing self-reliance over trust, particularly in dark times.
So it really makes you think, doesn't it? When you face hardship, maybe opposition, what's your instinct? Where do you turn?
Do you lean into trusting something beyond yourself even when it's dark? Or do you immediately try to, light your own torch, find your own way out based purely on your own strength?
And this connection, the servant shows suffering and vindication linked by trust. What does that suggest to you about how hardship and divine help might relate?
And that final question the text leaves hanging, what kind of light are you walking in right now? Is it trust in God when you lack light, or is it the fire you lit yourself? Something powerful to consider.